Yo, what's good? Welcome to the TSM Rapper Show. This show is about growth, education, and as well as awareness. Now, we got two sponsors for this podcast. You already know what it is, T Water. Just throw that out there first. Be first to grab that online. If y'all not had done that, go to my shop, TSM Entertainment, or you could go to my spread shop at the TSM Rapper Shop, where you can find multiple of these products. Now, y'all give me the thumbs up. Let me know that y'all can hear me well. We're gonna get this thing did. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I really do. I'm still preparing myself as I'm working off the new tripod, whatever that you guys seen in my shorts video. If y'all ain't check that out, check that out. Let's get ready to get into the naturally scheduled program. How is everybody doing? What type of day y'all had? 1 through 10, and also, what did y'all eat today? I had a full blown 10. Quite cannot remember what I ate today at this particular moment. Yo, let's drop some music to get this thing started and give people time to come in if they gonna come in. If not, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna drop a song real quick. Let's get into it, y'all. Blast your speakers. If you got the privacy too, let's go.
Looking down, so I brought her red roses. Night on the town, and I brought her red roses. Counting me out till I brought her red roses. I made her shout when I brought her red roses. She looking down, so I brought her red roses. Night on the town, and I brought her red roses. Counting me out till I brought her red roses. I made her shout when I brought her red roses. On the life I'm looking for. Even if that mean I wait until the morning. I listen when you speak, even if it is boring. When you come feed me, I tell you feed me more. I'm on a beacon, see you this weekend. We chillin' in the day and that's how we sleepin'. And every time you sleep, I'm yo, can't say it. In case you tell you that I love you every weekend.
Of course, you already know what it was. Red roses. I did have three topics in discussion today that we was gonna discuss. One was gonna be definitely growth with your YouTube channel. I've been getting that requests lately from the Reverb Nation squad. So I'm gonna throw that on. Let's bring up. Alrighty. Okay, so I gotta take my microphone out as I don't have a Bluetooth headset. So I'm gonna let you interact with the chat as I disconnect my mic and get back up here.
Hello, Tamika, Lisa. Mm, How was your day and what did you eat? Tamika, are you still in here? Hello, Gaming with. Welcome to the live. How was your day? What did you eat? Okay, Tamika, you ate good. You ate something real good. I ate Popeye chicken and my day went to 10. Are you welcome, Gamer? So how's your night going? Okay, that was a 7, Tamika? Okay. Mine was a 10. Gamer, what did you eat and how was your day? Tamika, you all eating good. And had a bottle of water too? I've been having water too. Mine being a cup though. Tamika, did you ever get your prize from the other night, I think it was, or the night before? Oh, okay. You helping with some homework? Is Paprika in the chat? I don't see her. Oh, okay. You be having headaches like I do too from time to time. I do. I had one earlier, but then it went away. I guess Paprika must be not online because I don't see her in the chat. Oh, okay, I'm have to remind him about that because he hard to catch up with. Did you send an email to that email that I told you that I saw on the wall? So what are you doing for the weekend? Okay. So you have any plans for the weekend? You're supposed to bring this weekend. I have to remind him after the podcast end and tell him. You might have forgot. How's the weather?
Yo, I am back. I am back. I apologize for that.
Okay, you finally back. Okay.
Can you give a little?
Huh?
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
What type of trip did Didi go on to?
Oh, they going to her grandmother's birthday.
Is that going to be out of state or anything like that?
Yeah, she said she out of state. And she said she might pop in, depends on the time. She
Definitely.
come back in she come back in 10 days.
I wanted to take the time out to say rest in peace to Mr. OG Raider. Well respected guy within the gaming community. I connected to him through Redhead by Nature, and for me, it's kind of scary because right before he passed away, I had been communicating with him on and off through email, and it was one of those late nights because I'd be up. You guys know I'd be up like at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in
Hey,
a.m. Hey, Jage, thanks for coming through. Much respect to you and your husband. So yeah, so it was one particular night he asked me to do like some bit emojis for him, and I ended up creating those emojis for him, and I told him he say I'm gonna send you the payment now because I'm probably gonna be busy by the time you get done or whatever, and just send it to me via email. And so I finished up his emojis within like 30 minutes, and I sent them to him, and he responded via email. He replied with a paragraph or two, and with those paragraphs, like I said, what makes it chilling is that I go to my email today and I still see that unopened email. It's still unopened. So I probably have like the last one of the last messages that he ever sent. And so it's like, I'm sitting dwelling on it. Should I open it? Should I keep it closed? But more so it's memorabilia. So rest in peace to him, and also T History. And there's another guy that used to come, Billy's Vlogs. This is why it is very important to, especially if you got your head deep down into YouTube, to interact and mingle and associate with a lot of people. And Billy was one of those guys that, like, y'all wouldn't understand. It takes a lot to make some people happy, and Billy would show up to this podcast just for me. If I mention his name in the podcast, that just made his day. And it was even times where, just out the kindness of my heart, I offered him to come up and co-host with me, and that right there was one of his biggest moments. He held that moment until he passed away, and so definitely rest in peace to him. And he also was one of the ones that sent me a message before he passed away. He let me know that he was sick and to pray for him. And that was also an unopened message. And as far as T History, I was going through all my intros that I've done for people, and I seen the first two interviews that I ever got. And of course, y'all know Young Grump was the first one, but the second person that actually taught me, and he the reason I'm doing this now, y'all. Like, he actually talked me into exploitation with my personnel and personality, and getting on here and communicating with y'all. He was always telling me, you never know. And so now I'm here passing on what he taught me. So rest in peace to all the great YouTubers that some people may have forgotten about, but then again, you got some that haven't. We haven't forgot about these folks. So rest in peace to all those great YouTubers. So with that being said, everyone is here. Just try to make sure, even if you're not one of those people that interact like that, just every now and then go leave a comment. You never know when it might be the last read comment, or you never know what type of day you're giving somebody.
True.
Gaming with Rampa, Rapim, thanks for coming through. I really appreciate that, and I will return the love. It's heartbreaking how people can leave our lives. Rest in peace. Absolutely, absolutely. What was the regularly scheduled program?
We have topics in the game.
Topics. What was the topics in question?
The first one is, what are the most common household items?
The most. Repeat that, please.
What are the most common household items?
Um. Well. Okay. So, is this a topic, right?
Yeah, like you could say, for me, I'm gonna say the TV, the microwave, the stove, the washer and dryer, soap, tissue, paper towel, and bath towels, and
For me, it's, well, gotta throw the TV in there. Like, they could, like, when you got to think about when you first move into a place, the TV, of course, you got the microwave. You have to have something to cook. I wouldn't even say stove. I would say microwave. Um, then you got, of course, like you said, the toiletries, etc. And a lot of that stuff is important too, because I learned that over the period of time. But someone I learned that over the period of time, how important, like, even just this, a small bottle of bleach is. Having all of these kids, and so, like, you wouldn't expect, they would, like, they're dirty up little by little, but like after a while, it really builds up, and so, like, we go looking for certain things that we never even knew was gonna eat. Like, do we got any incense? Nah, we don't have anything. So a lot of household items that's even the smallest should be preparated before you even have to need it.
yeah,
Especially like a first aid kit. Do everybody keep first aid kits?
we don't have one of those.
Yeah, because our kids, it's always like it's always something. 9 times out of 10, they always getting themselves, they are, because they fight a lot. But then we got a lot of boys, so they rough. For instance, um, we should keep band-aids by our medicine cabinet, and it's hard to do that because they get into everything, they touch everything that they have. Being so creative, they try to create, like,
we'll bite them something, they'll break it apart just to try to create something new out of it. So they would touch a lot of these objects, and here come a few minutes later when I'm gonna break their arm or busted their lip upstairs wrestling, and so like, where's the peroxide? Where's the bandages? And so a lot of that stuff is important. Shout out to Shiley Kimber from Reverb Nation, tapping in, first time viewing the podcast. Much respect, we really appreciate that. The second topic in question was what?
What are some of your favorite books you like to read?
Um, I'm not even gonna sit up here and try to make myself look extra cool. I barely even read books, like besides being in elementary school. I did read 2 or 3 books as an adult. One of them that stands out is the Steve Harvey, uh, Think Like a Lady, Act no, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. That was a very
Um,
powerful book. You ever read that book or seen it?
no, but I saw the movie.
I didn't even know it was a movie to that. And a lot of people like they trying to absolutely criticize Steve Harvey because of his marital situation. So now they looking back at the book and going, well, how can he write this book or come up with all of this and inspire us through this book when he having marital problems himself? Some people have to realize that everyone's not perfect. I don't think there's no one on earth is perfect that doesn't have problems. And so even imperfect people have good information to pass along to you. So you got to remember that. But yeah, Steve Harvey was definitely one of them. And there's the book by Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, Bulletproof. And it basically just, teaches, it's like a manual of how to um, maneuver yourself from being a street guy to a businessman. And so that was definitely one of them because he was one of the first rappers to do that. Like everybody else was scared. They didn't want to destroy their street cred. And so after him, a lot of other rappers follow pursuing. So you have a lot of other rappers releasing books, etc. Now, but just him as an example as a music artist to say, I'm gonna be the first person that do this and promote it and not care about what anybody thinks. It was just that mindset alone that made me want to read the book.
I remember reading that book in high school called Frankenstein. We went to read it for a project. That thing was so long. That book.
Frankenstein, was it the actual book like the movie?
Yeah, it was long too. We had to do a report on that. We had to read the book until we finished it and do the report. I was like, Jesus Christ, we was taking turns. Everybody was telling each other the parts of the book.
There was another book in school that we read as a class I think every 2 days, and it was called Holes. And that was a big span for me too, because like after I never like I had a lot of books read to me as a child. I never sat and like actually got into it to be able to visualize it and to pay attention without getting distracted. To read the whole book, and I guess the way the teacher presented it when she was reading it, but that was very interesting. It kept me on the edge of my seat. I wanted to know what was going to happen. Definitely at our 20.
I like reading a good book with the where you can think about it, what's gonna happen to the end. I like reading a book. I like reading a good fiction book.
Yeah, I like fiction books as well. Speaking of, I think I did release a book that's on currently, and what is that Barnes and Noble? Burns and Noble. That's in Burns and Noble. I'm gonna release the information for that. We did a lot of stuff on the last channel that need to get revamped on this channel. Thanks for coming through. Much respect, Didi. We're speaking about books. You ever had any books you read that you was interested in?
Hey, Didi.
Someone said she was into Twilight. Into Twilight. Which one in particular? Come and speak. What got you into Twilight? Now, did you read the book first or you watched the movie first? What is the Zane books? I know what you're talking about with like the extra oversaturated covers.
it's like sexual books, but it's like adultery. And it's like it'll be something told like, say for instance, it's a Zane book that's based on Michigan, or Flint, the book, it's based on that, but it's like more adult,
like a documentary of them.
like it's big more like documentary. But the books that's from Twilight, like it gives you more insight on the book. It's more interesting when you actually like if you're a person that actually watches the Twilight movies, you will understand because it's like reading a book, like oh my God, wow, because it tells more. It's more detailed.
Somebody said the Goosebumps books. I haven't.
I was a big fan of that.
I had all of them.
And the Babysitter Club.
And was anybody magazine? Do they still do magazines? Y'all know of?
No.
Nobody still reads like
played out.
because I know because when you got like when I go to like Kroger's or something, I always like see them sitting up there at the shelf.
If you see anything like that, it's probably like what Spider-Man, maybe Marvels.
Like the Times and all of that. Like so you said that's played out. I mean, somebody said it. Somebody told me that they still have like the VCR and the big TV at the bottom of their house though. I was just figuring, I guess they probably still doing comic books. The third topic at hand was what? Because we're not gonna have time to do the gamer questions. Just this third topic. What was the topic?
2 positive words that you live by.
Say that again.
2 positive words that you live by.
Respect, for one, because that's just big. Period. Somebody could formally destroy your reputation just because they don't have respect for you, right? And that person could not even like you and destroy your reputation because they don't have respect for you. And you got somebody in the same instance who may not like you but respect you. So pretty much they would like keep their foot off the gas. That will ignite a fire that doesn't need to be lit. So respect is very big for me, and that comes with a lot of people see it as one word, but I see it as like a whole thing. Like it comes with a lot of things like honesty, loyalty. So pretty much like 5 things fit into respect with me: honesty, loyalty, word by bond. So those type of things coming from me and also receiving on the obsolete side. So respect is one of the biggest for me. What about you?
Peace and kindness.
And also prosperity. Like I like to push out prosperity. Somebody from Reverb Nation asked my definition of prosperity. You know how someone could push the peace movement? I'm more of a prosperity person. Like somebody could be pushing peace and just throughout their maybe platform or just their inside life and in person and just have a voice and speak up on certain things just to provide a good insight for some people versus prosperity. Prosperity is definition for me, so I can't just preach something peaceful. I have to actually impact and affect somebody throughout my words, conversations, sentences, and so forth. So prosperity is more mandatory. Pushing peace is optional, more optional. You giving somebody a piece of your mind, or you just letting somebody know something in a light way, or you handling something in a positive light. So for me, prosperity is one of the biggest because, like I said, I have to make some kind of impact. All right, y'all. Really appreciate everybody that came through tonight. We're gonna do somebody from Reverb Nation actually hear the song again. We're gonna play the song one more time, and we're gonna give our inspiration. And we're gonna get up out of here. I apologize about being late up on this thing. Like I said, as y'all can see behind me, I'm getting everything set up. So I'm still in the process of that. So that's why I was late. But let's get this song played.
Down, so I brought her red roses. Night on the town, and I brought her red roses. Counted me out till I brought her red roses. I made her shout when I brought her red roses. She looking down, so I brought her red roses. Night on the town, and I brought her red roses. Counting me out till I brought her red roses. I made her shout when I brought her red roses.
On the life I'm looking for, even if that mean I wait until the morning. I listen when you speak, even if it is boring. When you come feed me, I tell you feed me more. I'm on a beacon, see you this weekend. We chillin' in the day and that's how we sleepin'. And every time you sleep, I'm
Yo, can't say it.
in case you tell you that I love you every weekend.
Yo, we got one more request. This is absolutely the last request, and we gotta get up out of here, man. Let's go.
Leave me alone. Better leave me alone. 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 Hey. This got Halloween vibes, but this ain't no trick or treat. These young rappers want clout, but they won't get from me. Please be gone, homie, please be gone. Man, I'm rapping for the kids, homie, leave me alone. I take off on the flight or ride a bike, they call me Devo. These rappers clownfish, we should call them Nemo. I'm fighting diabetics, post-traumatics, and chemo, and I still manage to get the kids to follow us where we go. Leave me alone.
Yo, shout out to the Earth, great cameraman, taught him well, and now he's professional. Let's get some inspiration to drop before we get up out of here.
Okay, try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud.
Much respect. I'd like to thank everybody for tapping in. I'd like to thank my team, much appreciated. The guests that came through to view the podcast. Oh yeah, I really appreciate that. Personally, like to thank Slimchelle for this update. She got me 3 or 4 items, and there's more items on the way. I'll be looking out for that. Remember, I am your host, TSM Rapper, aka the Superman Rapper. Until next time, y'all stay positive out there, and remember, don't let anybody take away your joy. Let them upset you, frustrate you, make you mad. Never allow them to take away your happiness.
What's so funny, TSM?
Looking down, so I brought her red